Hi, I'm Steve, and this is Sweet Ride USA. I'm in Silver Lake, Los Angeles today, and my friends and I, we're gonna go on a bicycle ride to check out two delicious desserts. We're gonna try a vegan brownie from Doomie's Home Cooking in Hollywood. Then we're gonna trek up to Atwater Village, where we're gonna have a salted chocolate chip cookie from Proof Bakery. Now we've mapped out a route that's not only gonna show us some cool secrets of the city, but it's gonna burn off every calorie we consume. That's the Sweet Ride. Tomorrow, Los Angeles is going to be the center of the cycling world. It's the annual Wolfpack Hustle Marathon Crash Race. At 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, before the LA Marathon runners run their race, thousands of cyclists are going to crash the LA Marathon course, taking advantage of the 26 miles of closed-off streets for an exciting and dangerous high-speed bicycle race from downtown to the beach. Later, we're going to talk to the founder of Wolfpack Hustle and Marathon Crash Race, Don Roadblock Ward. But first, let's see who we're riding with today. Andrea Mama B from the Bodacious Bike Babes, Nat, who works in the Mayor's Office of Transportation, my dessert-obsessed buddy York, the handsomely mustachioed Lawrence, and Katie, who won the Marathon Crash Race a couple years back. First, we got to find out how many calories we're supposed to burn on this ride. So let's talk to Erica, the dessert expert.
A regular vegan brownie of about that size is going to be about 300 calories. So you're adding in a layer of chocolate chips at about 70 calories, plus all that frosting. That one's probably 470 calories. A regular chocolate chip cookie is about 130 calories. This one's a little more than double the size, so probably around 300 calories. The salt on top does not add to the calorie count, but it makes it taste incredible. So this ride you're going to be looking at about 770 calories.
Now let's look at the map. Today we're gonna ride from Silver Lake to Doomie's in Hollywood, then shoot over to the Proof Bakery in Atwater Village, and we'll check out some sights downtown on our way to the Marathon Crash Race registration party. It's a 19-mile route that's gonna burn off every one of Erica's 770 calories. We're here at Doomie's Vegan Home Cooking in Hollywood, and this is Franck, Das Baker, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what it takes to make great vegan cooking.
My thing was I had never prepared anything vegan before, so yeah, so it was really a challenge. I also wanted to be able to have some plated desserts in the restaurant that would equal or be a little bit better than some of those restaurants out there. In pastries like this, I will break it up, half almond and half soy. So that way I still have that nutty taste, from the almond, and you can taste really much the soy milk in the base.
Can we take a look at what we're going to eat? These look amazing.
Double fudge chocolate brownies.
I have to have some ice cream. That sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, the ice cream, the vegan ice cream is awesome. It goes really well with anything that I do here. So, à la mode, à la vegan mode, I should say.
We tore into those brick-sized brownies with a vengeance.
Oh my god.
No, this.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
I
god.
know! So good!
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Crunch. Oh my god, oh my
So
god.
do you like it?
No,
You don't really need to take a ride anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Franck's technique of using different vegan milks doesn't leave you missing dairy one bit.
The fudge stays with you.
Oh, man.
Both the double chocolate and the butterscotch brownies tasted rich and substantial. I mean, look at the layers in this brownie. You've got two cakey layers, a creamy, fudgy layer in the center, and crunchy chocolate chunks all over the place that amount to a really satisfying chew.
It's subtle, but it's there for sure.
It's like carbon dating.
While the double chocolate is Doomie's most popular, we tended to dig the butterscotch just a little bit more.
Well, whatever he's doing, it's working.
Oh my god.
Butterscotch is better.
Solid. Butterscotch is really good. Yeah.
It dawned on us that in about 12 hours we'd be pedaling our asses off before the sunrise at the marathon crash race, a race that our friend Katie actually won in 2011. While the post-brownie sugar days set in, I took a moment to ask her about the experience winning the coveted dog tags.
It is 3 o'clock in the morning and it is pouring rain. One of the organizers after the race comes up to me and he's like, "You won."
You had
basically.
no idea you won
No idea.
after the race.
No idea. Me?
That is so cool.
Yeah. It's all about just staying straight and holding onto your bike. If you swerve to go around a little pothole or some kind of obstacle in the road, if you're in a pack, you're swerving into someone and you're doing it at 20 miles per hour, and that is really dangerous. So that's absolutely a very scary thing. I saw someone go through the windshield of a car. I saw a couple of fixies coming down hills and fishtailing out and taking a couple of bicyclists out when they did that. Yeah, so you watch crashes. This is the worst preparation for a bike race ever. Let's see how many sugar calories I can consume in the 12 hours leading up to a bike race as possible.
Okay, well, retroactively, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I still feel those brownies, so I don't know if I'm not quite ready for this, but here we go. Salted chocolate chip cookies from Proof Bakery.
I'm ready.
That sounds awesome.
Have at 'em. Mama B.
Smells pretty good.
Okay, I know we just ate vegan, but I need a gallon of milk.
Yeah.
Milk, like regular from an udder.
Yeah. Chocolate. Cookie. Chocolate.
Proof Bakery uses large oval chocolate discs instead of regular chips. They kind of swirl in there with the dough. Overall, it's a perfectly solid chocolate chip cookie, but I didn't get the big hit of salt I was looking for that would put this cookie over the top. When did the salted thing happen? Who busted out with the craze?
A brief history of salted caramel. On the northwest coast of France and Brittany, they've been enjoying the magical combination of caramel, sea salt, and butter for years. By the 1980s, Henry LaRue had trademarked his version, and Pierre Hermé blew minds with the salted caramel macaron. By 2000, swanky New York restaurants pick up on the trend, and then it starts winning awards, appears in Gourmet magazine, and on the menu at the Cheesecake Factory. It gets a big boost by being a favorite of future President Barack Obama, and finally, Haagen-Dazs, Starbucks, and Walmart help the tasty trend go to mainstream supernova.
So before we go to the registration for the race tomorrow, I want to take us by a little detour, a little special place downtown. Cool. Let's do it. We are now at the base of what is known as Bunker Hill. If you look up, this is a big hill that currently has a bunch of skyscrapers on it. But back at the turn of the 20th century, 1900s, this is a residential neighborhood. And they built this railway, which is the shortest incorporated railway in the nation, known as Angel Slate, in 1901, so that the residents on Bunker Hill could come down to the shopping district. You got Grand Central Market across the street. You have the Old Bank District a little further on Spring and Main, where people would go to work. So it was a big hill. Nobody wanted to walk up it. They were wearing suits. It was hot. It's Los Angeles, great weather. So they built this train, and in the 60s, they built all these big skyscrapers. They decommissioned Angel Slate, moved it down 2 blocks. 3 years ago, in 2010, it finally reopened for consistent running, and it's been operating ever since. 50 cents to go up, 50 cents to come back. And now it's just, sort of like a throwback tourist type thing to ride. I know it's a little pricey. 50 cents is a lot to ask.
On our pass through downtown, we took a detour to a pretty dry section of the LA River that was used as a location in the movies Grease and The Dark Knight Rises. A particularly slippery part of the river, as Nat discovered.
Don't bike out here.
Are you all right? Sorry, Nat. I'm about to post that.
We're going to take a couple minutes and talk to Don Roadblock Ward. Don is a big figure in the Los Angeles bike movement. He's an outspoken advocate for bicyclist rights, and he's the man behind the apex predators of the LA underground racing scene, the Wolfpack Hustle. The Wolfpack Hustle has expanded to promote one-of-a-kind race events like tomorrow's marathon crash race. Hey Don, thanks for coming out.
No problem. How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing pretty good. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Everybody's super excited for the marathon crash race. Woo! Where cyclists from all over the world show up and crash the LA Marathon route before the runners hit it in the middle of the night, which is amazing. So how did that start?
The LA Marathon, they used to have this Acura bike tour. The start and the finish of the marathon used to loop around near each other. And then one year they changed it from Dodger Stadium to the beach, but they dropped the bike ride. And I think they were, of the thought that us bike riders wouldn't be able to get back to the start or something. And that came as a challenge to a lot of people. Like, why don't we do a Wolfpack race where we crash the course? The first time we did it, like 400 people showed up, and it was raining, and it was still awesome. So,
you mentioned something that just the act of riding a bicycle in maybe a city that didn't have good infrastructure, that was kind of a form of activism.
And the early organizers of Midnight Riders were just putting together these amazing, routes of discovery, and wow, it's like just being in another country, I would tell people, like, we're not a protest, we're just having fun. And in fact, just the act of riding your bike in this city is really a protest. You don't have to bang on hoods or scream, at people. You just ride your bike and show people that it's possible.
On a bike these days, what makes you the happiest?
In an ideal world, if all the drivers in LA suddenly just relaxed and committed to getting there maybe 2 or 3 minutes later than they do, and just coasted down the street, we could all get along. We wouldn't even need bike lanes. Someday that's going to happen for Los Angeles. Someday we're just going to be able to all relax and ride our bikes.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on the Sweet Ride with us.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks, Don.
I know it's not the best thing to be out here in line. I appreciate your patience. I'm about to get hit by a car. Give us 10, 15 minutes, I swear. We'll have it ready. We'll get you guys inside.
That's it. That's the end of the Sweet Ride. We did it. We're now at the registration party, and we're going to get our numbers for the marathon crash race. We started our ride in Silver Lake, and we headed over to Hollywood to Doomie's Home Cooking and tried that gigantic vegan brownie. We added a little ice cream, which started us off with 600 calories. Then we rode to Atwater Village to the Proof Bakery and tried that salted chocolate chip cookie for 300 calories. That gave us a total of 900 calories for the day. We rode for 19 miles and burned off 1,065 calories. We still came out ahead. I want to thank everybody who rode today, Andrea and Lawrence and Katie, Nat and York. Hey. And a huge thanks to Don Roadblock Ward for taking time out of his crazy schedule, getting all of this magic together to talk to us. And thank you for watching. If you like the show, please subscribe, like, follow, and share. And if you want any of the information about the stuff that we ate today or the stuff that we talked about, there's plenty of links on the page. Thanks for watching Sweet Ride USA.
Sweet Ride USA!
We still have 20 minutes until the race starts.
It's like 3:45 in the morning. Everybody's congregating around Tang's Donuts. It's a rolling start, and the official start is the Bright Spot Diner down Sunset. And then everyone's gonna hit it to the beach. It's pretty exciting right now.
Holy fuck, how many people are here?
You should join us next year!
The race was amazing. An estimated 3,000 to 4,000 riders tore up the LA Marathon course, hitting the finish line at the beach just as the sun came up. Next time on Sweet Ride USA, we're going to try out the donut croissant hybrid, the Cronut, visit an ice cream shop that churns its ice cream by bicycle, and talk with Sean Bonner from Safecast.
Just after the earthquake in Fukushima, my friends in Japan and I were looking around right away to try to find where radiation was. That information didn't exist.
Sweet